show you world's greatest stretch. This is one of my favorite ways to warm up before a workout, whether it's cardio conditioning, a paddle, or strength training. And it's also my favorite way to cool down. When we warm up, we're gonna do it more dynamically, move swiftly in between the different positions. On the cool down, we're going to take it slower and then take a couple breaths in each of the positions. So let me show you my version of world's greatest stretch. I like to add a little bit of extra yoga flow into it because it feels really good. So I'm gonna go down into a plank. You can see that I'm barefoot, but you absolutely can have your sneakers on if you're doing this before a strength session or cardio conditioning. So I'm in a nice straight plank here. I'm gonna push into my heels, my shoulders, slide down my back. And then I'm going to pike my hips up to the sky while I push my heels to the floor. You can alternate your heels one by one here to get in some deeper calf stretches and activation. Then I'm gonna roll into a plank. Modified, you can come all the way down to the ground, tops of your feet down, and then open up that chest and that lumbar for cobra. And then back down to the ground, push up into a down dog. Now, if I want to take this a little bit more intense, then I'm going to start in a plank, down dog, alternate as needed, float into a plank, go into a low plank, and then into an up dog, and then back into a plank, okay? So again, that looks like down dog, alternate as needed, plank, low plank, hover, up dog, and then roll my toes under, back into a plank. Then I go into my stretches. Right foot comes up to the outside of the right hand. Elbow comes to the inside ankle to deepen that lunge. Big thoracic twist up to the sky. Hand now comes to the outside of that foot. I'm gonna put my knee down, foot down, rock my hips back to my heels for a nice hamstring stretch here. Back into that forward lunge. Same thing on the other side. Here we go. Down dog, pedal, plank, low plank, up dog, plank, left foot comes to the outside of the left hand, elbow to that inside ankle, big thoracic twist, hand to the outside of the foot, knee down, foot down, rock those hips back to your heel for that hamstring stretch. And I will go through that about 4 to 5 times dynamically. And then after, I will just sit into, after I do that about 4 or 5 times, I'm just gonna sit myself into a yoga squat, this beautiful primal position that humans are meant to be in. This should feel really comfortable. If your feet, your heels don't touch the ground completely, that's totally fine. Work your way to have your heels feel grounded here. Try not to fall into your squat. You wanna push up through those heels and that straight back. It burns, like right now it's burning. And I have just been able to extend it a little bit longer the more I work on it. So if it just burns crazy the first time you do it, just hang out as long as you can and keep at it. Then hands down, forward bend, slowly roll up to standing. And now I'm ready to go, ready to work out. World's greatest stretch.